Welcome to Knicks in 6, y'all. We've got 6 minutes to discuss 6 things Knicks related that we love. I'm Monica McNutt, joined by my partner on MSG PM, Kaz Famuyide. Kaz, how you feeling?
Monica, I'm feeling great. I mean, it's great to see you as always, and it's good to be welcome to the Knicks in 6 family. So walk me around. Let me know how this whole thing's supposed to go.
All right, well, you heard the brief rundown. 6 minutes, 6 things. We keep it short and sweet, directly to the point. And partner, since you're new to the Knicks in 6 rundown, why don't you kick it off with the first thing? And today we're discussing 6 things we're excited to see from our guy, RJ Barrett.
All right, I'll start off with the first thing, and it's not even something that's on the court, right? Let's talk about RJ Barrett off the court. Every time I've seen him in a press conference, in the media, answering questions, nobody in national media has gotten more unnecessary slander than RJ Barrett, okay? Getting left off of all rookie teams, getting left off of top 25 under 25s. And every time somebody asks him a question about it, he's answered it with confidence. He's answered it like he'd want any player to answer it. And he goes on to prove it on the court, right? Like earlier this season, the big question with the New York Knicks was who's going to step up and take the defensive pressure of guarding the best players on the other side of the team, right? But RJ Barrett, all he's done is come and talk about saying, you know what, I want to be all NBA first team. I want to take the challenge of guarding the best players on the opposite squad and being a complete two-way player. He's always had the ability to do this. He's always had the potential to do this, but just saying it out loud, you got to speak things to existence, Monica. You can't just have these things happen. So him going to the media and saying these goals for himself has already put him in high regard for me. So I'll say from that point forward, the way he's handled himself off the court is definitely on top of my list.
I love that. And if y'all have not watched MSG PM, first of all, you should be, but you also may not know that Kaz is a little bit wordy. So it's his first Knicks in 6. We're going to pick up the pace. Number 2 from our collaborative Knicks in 6. I'm all about RJ in bunches. We've seen it this season. When he gets locked in, it takes him a minute to get the flow of a game, but he's capable of rattling off 2 to 4 buckets when this team needs it the most. So I'm excited about him taking his scoring ability, not from just being a second half kind of guy, sometimes which we've seen so far early in the season, to getting it started and being a guy that we rely on early in the game to help set the tempo. I want him to step it up with the energy when it comes to scoring. What else you got, Kaz?
I'm gonna jump on your point about him scoring in bunches. I love the quality of his points this year, right? Like all of his shots don't seem too forced. They're open. He's taking pull-ups. He's getting his dribble jump shots up real good. And a lot of his three-point shots that he's improved upon over the offseason have been wide open in the corner on the diagonal. He's been really good getting quality buckets, okay? You hate to see somebody forcing them up. And RJ Barrett hasn't really done that this season. So I think the quality of the jumpers have really improved.
All right, I like that. I'm with you now. I'm going off the court. Last season, we got a chance to hang out with RJ at home, virtually, of course, for some of our fan events. And he talked about his dogs. He's got 2 great dogs. We're all dog lovers around here. So I'm excited and hoping that the dogs make more appearances in the social space. He's got French bulldogs, which I think is hilarious. They are so cute.
I'm not mad at that. We're dog lovers here. Shout out Pootie, shout out Hoops. One thing I definitely love from RJ Barrett this year, another off the court thing is, we've had to find a real good nickname for him, right? Like, I've heard RJ Barrett, I've heard Star J Barrett, I've heard Rowan the Warden. I mean, like, we need to settle on something, but it's, you're doing a good thing in New York when you have several options for a nickname in New York City. Nicknames are earned and not given. So when you got options, RJ Barrett's got a ton, and he's off to a great start this season. So I'm sure by the time we get to All-Star break, we'll figure something out. I'm a fan of Star J Barrett, though. Star J Barrett.
Star J Barrett. I haven't heard that one. That was great. I also love how comprehensive this Knicks in 6 is. I'm going to take it back to the basketball court. And we did a great breakdown after the Raptors game, in which Wally pointed out RJ cutting off of Quick was penetrating to the corner, and RJ was moving without the basketball. As I've watched this team a little bit this season, sometimes I'm a little frustrated because it doesn't seem like we've got any motion in the offense. It seems like we get that high pick and roll, maybe sometimes just a double stagger you come off of. But other than that, there's not a ton of movement in terms of finding some easy baskets. RJ has a great nose for the basketball and moving without the ball. I'm excited to see him make more plays like that, because when he cuts, if the defense obviously is paying attention to whoever the ball handler is, he's strong enough to finish in traffic inside the paint. And I love the way that he finishes and can get to the free throw line and either, at a minimum, get to the free throw line. Bonus is obviously always the and one. So I'm looking more cutting to find those easy baskets from RJ.
Monica, I'm glad you brought up his strength going to the paint because, again, I hate stationary basketball, but one thing I've seen a lot from RJ this year, early in the season, is the chemistry he has with Mitchell Robinson, right? When he drives and gets to the hoop, he can get anybody in his shoulder on his back, and those wraparound passes that he gets to Mitchell Robinson, who almost never misses in the paint, those are easy assists every single game, and it seems like every one of those have gone for Mitchell Robinson dunks. Now that he's healthy this year, we get to see a lot more of that tandem together, that young, exciting tandem that Knicks fans have been waiting for several years. So I'm really enjoying the chemistry between Mitchell Robinson and RJ Barrett as well.
All right, as we wrap this thing up with our final Knicks and 6, y'all got, I'm in New York now, y'all. I'm still trying to work on the lighting in my office.
I see the Harlem. All right, I see the vibe. I like it.
I think everything we talked about, personality-wise and on the court, can just be culminated and just looking forward to RJ taking the next step in his career. Wally and Allen have talked a lot about the jump from year 2 to year 3, and I think RJ's personality, you mentioned it. He doesn't hide from what he wants and what his goals are in terms of talking to the media. He's fun. Every time we're in the Garden, he always knocks on the Squarespace studio and says, "What's up?" I think that he's really growing into someone that New Yorkers admire, appreciate, and I'm just excited for him to take the next step as a player in totality, both personally and professionally, because I think he's a great player and a great dude.
Yeah, man. You don't have players like that come into your franchise that live up to the expectations of a number 3 overall pick. And he's done that this year. So I look forward to seeing more from RJ Barrett and seeing his evolution as a star in New York City.
All right, y'all. That's Kaz Famuyide. I'm Monica McNutt. This has been Knicks in 6, y'all. We got to get back to the winning ways. The season's going to be fun. Keep it locked.